Hey guys, so today I'm here to talk about the hints that Diego gave it to me on the ASG class. That he told me that if I wanted to improve my listening, I should watch serious videos in English, so then I can be able to understand what people are saying. And I did that. I started doing it, but I think it is quite difficult. It was quite difficult because I don't know. I couldn't understand what people were saying. I mean, I did understand what they were saying, but most of the things they were saying, I wasn't able to understand because yes, I have some difficulties on it because I'm trying to watch I'm trying to watch series without the subtitles. So I think it is quite difficult, right? So yeah, this is about the listening part. Now about the speaking. Well, Diego told me that I had to practice with myself my English in order to improve my speaking, and I started doing it. Every morning I started to talk to myself in English every morning, and then I was talking to my mom in English, and then she got mad because she said, if you want to practice your English, you have to practice with another person, not alone." And I kinda agree with her because I don't know. I think it's quite difficult to for you to try to practice your English, speaking to yourself because you can get nervous. You I don't know. You will be the one who will create the words. So basically, you have to create words the same instance that you're talking to you. So I don't know. I think it's really hard for a person to try to speak to himself or herself. But I don't know if this hint works or not. I don't know. And if it works, don't be offended, alright? Because I don't know. It's just my opinion. But yeah, this was the improvement that I had this week, and I hope the next week I can improve it more. So I see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, so today I'm here to talk about the improvement that I made of the last week that I made a video about it. So here I am to continue about what I said last week. So about the hints that Diego gave it to me, of course. So and first we are gonna talk about the improvement that I had on trying to understand what other people were saying. So Diego told me that I had to watch series. So then I could, like, for example, try to understand what other people were saying. And that's what I did. So I started rewatching a series that I watched before, such as Walking Dead, Friends, and all of this, on all of this. And another thing that I done is I started following YouTubers that are from other countries, like for example British Americans. So then I could understand what they were saying. Um, and I started to search on the internet as well of activities that I could do to try to understand and try to see exactly the spelling of the words. So then I won't forget how people spells a word, and then I will be able to understand what they are saying. So I did this, and of course I had some improvement. I could understand what the people were saying. What else? I started to, like I said, rewatch videos, right? And while I was rewatching, I didn't put the subtitles. I didn't put the subtitles because I think that if you put the subtitles, it's not gonna be like good for you because you won't be able to try to understand what people are saying because you're like looking at the subtitles and basically you'll be like translating what they're saying. So I don't think there is something good. I think that you don't have to translate. I think that you have to understand, in my opinion. But yes, I did this and I had some improvement. Well, and the other part that Diego told me to do, the other hint, was to speak to myself, and I did this. I spoke to myself um, quite a lot. I spoke when I was like looking at the mirror, when I was taking a shower, and then I used to speak. So I always used to speak alone. Since when I started learning English, I started speaking alone. But in the beginning, I thought it was like something that you shouldn't do because I don't know. In the beginning, I thought it was weird, and I thought that I was the only one who used to do this. But then, all my friends, some of my friends, they speak alone, so they speak English by well, with themselves. So I don't think it's weird anymore. But yes, this was the improvement that I had this week. I hope I can improve more, of course, right? I'm gonna maybe next week I will have like for example I will search on the internet about books as well, so then I can read the books and try to understand what people are saying, all this, so I can practice my reading. I can practice my listening as well, because for example if I speak something, I will if I say a word, I think that this word I have to capt, I have to remember this word and never forget. So I will be practicing my listening as well. So yes, in my opinion, I think I will be practicing my listening as well as writing, as well as reading. So that's my opinion. Well, this was the improvement that I had this week. Next week I'm gonna upload you guys. But yes, that was the improvement. Yes. Okay. Bye you guys. See you next week. Hey guys, so today I'm here to talk about the improvement that I had on this week. So yeah, I had some improvement. Basically because now I started to talk to myself and looking at the mirror every morning before I go to school. I talk to myself before going to the school, and I think it has been quite an experience because it is helping me. And yeah, I think that it is helping my speaking as well because I had the difficulties, right? So yeah, uh, this is the improvement that I had on the speaking part. Now on the listening, that I think that is more important. I think that now I started to like last week I told you guys, I don't know, that I started to watch movies in English with no subtitles now, and I told you guys that it was gonna be more difficult, and yeah, I was right. It was gonna be more difficult because I don't know, I I'm having some problems on trying to understand what people are saying, because I don't know. I think that watching movies is more difficult than watching series. When you watch a movie, the movie is quite longer than the series. So basically, you have to push yourself really hard if you really want to understand what they're saying. And on the series, no, it's like I don't know, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The Yes, and yeah, it is something really hard for me right now. It has been something really hard, and I really want to improve it as well in the future because I don't know. I think it is important if you want to become a English if you want to become English fluently, right? If you want to become fluently on the language, so I think you have to improve a lot of things in order to do that, and that's the thing that I have to do, because if I don't do it, I don't think I will be able, because it's something that I'm really willing to do in the future. So I'm really willing to know more about English, try to understand more people. So yeah, I hope I can do this in the future. So yeah, basically this is what happened on this week. So next week I will update you guys more. So yeah, see you then. Hey guys, so today I'm here back to talk to you about the improvement that I had during the videos that I recorded. So basically I had some improvement since the first video. For example, I improved my spoken English because I don't know, I had some difficulties on trying to understand what other people were saying, or trying to communicate myself with other people. So then I started to speak to myself in order to improve my speaking. I started to speak to myself looking at the mirror every morning before going to school, and it kind of helped me. And I hope I can keep improving as well because I don't know. It's something that you is really required if you want to live in another place that speaks English. So I think that is something that it is really required. So this was the first thing. The second thing was my listening because I have some difficulties on trying to understand what other people are saying when they are speaking to other people as well. For example, if I listen to American speaking to another American person, I have some difficulties on trying to understand what they are saying to each other. So then I started to watch videos, movies, TV shows in English on the internet. I searched, and as and I started watching with no subtitles because I think that is really important for you to try to understand what they're saying with no subtitles. Because if you put the subtitles, sometimes I don't know, you won't be prepared enough to understand other people. Because when you're speaking to another person, you're not speaking to him looking at the subtitles, right? So you have to understand in some kind of way. You won't be able to try to understand him by looking at the subtitles because there will be no subtitles. You have to speak to him. So that's why I always listen and watch videos too in English with no subtitles because I think that is really important for my future and for my learning as well. So basically, this was the improvement that I had since the first video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this series because I did enjoy the series, and I hope I can see you guys next time if there will be a next time. So yeah, bye bye, see you.